Alright guys, I'm going to show you how to fix a kerosene heater that ain't getting no fuel. And to find that out, you just simply take the top off here and be careful with the fan and turn it on and see if you got spark down there. If you got spark, okay, well that part of it's good. And then here's the jet with the fuel lines and all that, and see if it's spraying any fuel. Now, if it's not, on this model, there's no electric fuel pump. It's all like, it's an air pump here that pumps air through this valve and somehow makes it shoot fuel. I'm not sure how exactly it works, but anyway, this pumps air. It's max of 3 psi. So you might have to get a pressure gauge and hook it up into here to make, and because this is your regulator, you can dial in your pressure right here. You have to make sure that you get the right psi. But if it's not shooting any fuel and you got this style, take this vacuum line off, start it up, and then feel and see if there's any air coming out of here. If there's not, it's the pump, and you'll need these parts right here to fix it. If you got this same model, part numbers PP213 for the filter kit, and PP204 for the, well, see, kind of like the air pump. They call it something else, but yeah. That's what you'll need to fix it if it's not pumping any air. Now, if you got the electric fuel pump, what you'll need to do is see if it's actually getting voltage or not. It'll be either 120 or maybe 12 volt pump. Probably might be operated off 120. So you'll have to check that. And if it's getting voltage, then it's probably your pump's just shot. So easy fix either way. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to get these 3 bolts out of here and all the ones on the inside of here, and I'll get back to you. Alright, so this is off. Now this goes just on there like that, and it's got like 6 bolt holes, 6 bolts. Pull that off. Now, depending on yours, it'll probably just be busted completely inside here how mine was, but I've already got it all nice and cleaned up. You see how mine was pitted a little bit around here. And there was actually a bunch of dirt in here, and I think when I first tried turning it on, I mean, this thing's been sitting for, I think, 5 years. When I first went to turn it on, it got caught in the dirt and stuff in here and just totally, snapped it. Because this is what it looks like here. It just only goes on one way. Make sure this is pointed outward. So, and it is off-centered. That's how the pump, works. And you'll have to put your little veins in there. I can't do it, because I don't have my tripod out here. Can't really show you, but it's simple. You just slide them in here. And then put it back together. Now, if yours is really bad and pitted like this, you can get this new ring, but they're kind of hard to find on the internet. What I just did is just took a little bit of steel wool and just cleaned it up as best as I could, and then just went ahead and lubed it up with oil. Just, a real thin layer so it doesn't start rusting out again. So, but yeah, and then you're pretty much done after you get it all nice and clean. I mean, there's 2 bolts here that you can take out, and then you can clean it a little better. Make sure it's spotless, because if one of these veins get caught or something, or if it's a real bad pit, this one ain't too bad down in here. I got it nice and smoothed, but if it gets caught, it's just going to tear this whole thing, right apart again. And if yours is really bad off, you can actually just take an air tank with a really good regulator on it, regulate it down to 3 psi, plug it into here. Don't plug it in first. Don't put air to this first. Just plug it in, have it going, and then supply your air. But only 3 psi. Any more than that will probably damage the injector thing here. It'll blow it apart. So, but you can do that if you really wanted to. But anyway, I'll get this put back together, and we'll see if it works. Alright guys, so this is what it'll look like. And that little filter goes inside this hole here. And make sure you clean really good inside here. You want to clean everything when you do this. And the big foam filter goes on this side. And this cork gasket and the little filter goes on this side like that. so that this here will seat up against here. And to clean on this, you take this little red one out, and there'll be a spring and a little ball in there. Make sure that's all nice and clean. And set it to about maybe right there, and you'll have to rent or get a 15 psi vacuum gauge or pressure gauge and set it to 3 psi. So I'll get this put back together and we'll see how she runs. So there we go, guys. We're gonna be warm this winter. Anyway, I had to turn that red screw in quite a ways just to get it down to 3 psi. So she runs good now.